That's pretty cool. Like, why don't we have that in Nigeria? Welcome back to my YouTube. How are you all doing? So today I'm going to share with you things that shocked me while living in the UK as a Nigerian girl. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and join the family. And this is just a disclaimer, guys. Everything I'm going to mention here today, they are based on my own experience. And if you had a better experience, that's fine, but this is like based on my own experience. So let's just get into it. The first thing that shocked me when I got here, when I arrived at my apartment, I needed to go to the receptionist to ask a question. And when I got there, she was like, "Are you right?" I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what do you mean, am I right? Like, do I look as if I fell down? And every time I go there, she's always asking me that, and it's just to piss me off, like, do I look like I'm hot or something? But then it just simply means that she's trying to greet me, like it's a form of greeting, like, how are you? Second thing is that they drink tap water. When I got here, I was with my auntie and they were not drinking tap water there, they were drinking like bottled water. So when I got to my apartment and I got my normal pack of water and I arranged it in the fridge, and then my friend was like, "Why are you wasting money on water?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, what am I supposed to drink?" And she was like, "You can just take water from the tap." I was like, hell no, like I'm not going to do that. But yeah, the water here is very clean, but up to now I still get my bottled water because I'm not used to tap water. And even when I even tried to drink the tap water, I tried it once and it upset my stomach. I'm like, I'm not going to try it again. Like, I'm just going to stick with my bottled water. The next thing here is the independent lifestyle. Everybody here minds their business. Everybody here is on their own. Like, when you come here, like, you're on your own. I've been living here for like 2.5 months and I still don't know who my neighbors are. Every time I'm going outside, everywhere is just quiet, and when I'm going outside, nobody's coming out, nobody's coming in. So I'm literally on my own here. When I got here, because my own flat was just two, the other person was not available, so just me living here, it was so lonely. Like, it was so lonely. You get really lonely. I got homesick for like the first week. I was crying. I wanted to go back home. I wanted to go back home. I was crying because I was just bored and I didn't know anybody around me here. So I had to just I started going to the library because I even had an assignment. I started going to the library. The librarian became my friend and I also made friends in the library. So yeah, it's going to get really lonely here because everybody here minds their business. This place has also taught me to mind my business. Right now, I can stay in my room all day in a week and I won't even feel bored or anything because I've already gotten used to it. But yeah, if you're coming here, you have to come with a very open mindset. Like, just don't think that you come here and then you make friends like instantly. No, it's not going to be like that unless you know people here already. Because in Nigeria, when you're living in a place, you know your neighbor. If you need to borrow pepper, you need to borrow blade, or you need to borrow onions, you can just ask your neighbor or something. But here, you don't know anybody. The next thing is the supermarket. So at the supermarket, when I was trying to get my things for school, like the first week or second week, no, after my isolation, I was trying to get things for school. And then I went to with my auntie to the store and we finished like getting everything I wanted to get. And then one thing I noticed is that she was scanning herself. I'm like, that's really cool. So you can scan yourself here. You can scan like your things by yourself. Although they have like customer service where they can scan it for you, but you can do that yourself. So after she was done, there was a customer care representative beside the machine. And then by the time she was done, I just took out my ATM card and I gave it to her. And she was like, she looked at me like, why am I giving her my ATM? Apparently you pay yourself too. And then there's something called contactless payment where you can just tap your card. There's a Wi-Fi sign on your card. That's what you can use to tap your card and then it takes your money. That's pretty cool. Like, why don't we have that in Nigeria? Alright, the next thing I noticed is that they pay for nylon. Why do I have to pay for nylon when I'm buying my things from the store? it's supposed to be free. But here is not free. You pay for your nylon. Everybody here takes their nylon to the store. Everybody does that. And even if you forget your nylon, you have to pay. So I've not gotten used to that. I literally had to write it on my notice board and make sure you take your nylon, because I buy my things in bulk and it's just wasting of money when I have so many nylons here that I've already gathered, and then I still buy nylon from the store. So yeah, you have to buy your nylon, but African store, the nylon there is free. Alright, the next thing I noticed is that everything here has expiring dates. When I got here, I got my things in bulk because I'm like, I just don't want to get here and I'm looking for where to get this or get that or get this. And some of the things I got was bad in like 3 days, 2 days, and I was shocked. Like, I just got this thing, like, why is it getting spoiled? You get what I'm saying? And I realized that everything has expiring dates. You always have to check expiring dates when you go to the store to buy something. I didn't know that, because we are in Nigeria. I don't check expiring date. Of course it's like if it's like gala, I want to get on the road or something. But when I go to the store, I want to get milk, I want to get egg, I don't check expiring date. I just pick it up and take it home, and I use it for like a week or more. Like when it's finished, like that's when I get a new one. So the next thing is that the weather can be so funny. Like, are you cold or hot? Like, just choose one. The weather is so funny here. It can be cold today, it can be hot tomorrow. When I got here, it wasn't that cold and it was just normal. I was still going out with slippers and jacket and all of that. And then one day I went out. I was still thinking that, oh, that's the weather. And then I went out with my slippers and jacket. I didn't even go out with jacket. I just went to do a cardigan or something. And it was so cold. I had to get emergency jackets and boots because it was so cold. So yeah, you have to always check the weather. Who knew that? You have to always check the weather before you go out. If not, it's going to be so terrible. One of the other things I noticed that when it's really cold and I'm freezing, I just see somebody passing by with shorts and cardigan. I'm like, does this girl have the same skin that I have? Like, I'm shaking. This girl is just like going, like, just so yeah, like, you're already used to the weather, but me is like so different. The weather is crazy. The next thing is the lectures. The lecturers here are very nice. They are very helpful. They want to ensure that you pass. If you don't understand something, like, you can just email them, set up a meeting, and they will explain to the last until you get it. Even when you're done, you can still send them, like, show them a draft of your assignment, or am I on the right path or something like that. In Nigeria, the education system is so different. Like, some lecturers don't even care as long as they've already explained in class. If you don't get it, you have to ask like your classmate or something. But yeah, the lecturers are so involved, so supportive. Like, they want to ensure that you are on the right track. So the next thing is the transportation system. It took me time for me to actually get used to how the buses work here. But when you see a bus that tells you it's coming like 10:50, that bus gets there exactly 10:50. Like, they are so punctual, and I found that really cool, that how punctual they are. Another thing I noticed is that when everybody enters the bus and then they are coming out, they always say thank you to the driver. I'm like, why are you always saying thank you to the driver? I started saying thank you. I was like, oh, thank you. And it's actually a good thing because you're appreciating all these people that are giving you this like good services here. But in Nigeria, when you enter public transport, you're angry with the conductor, you're angry with the driver. Like, you want to even just come down. Now you even is at the conductor or the driver when you're coming down, because they know how to just piss you off inside the bus. But yeah, it's not like that. Everybody loves the driver. They're super cool, and then they're always punctual. The next thing is the cars. The cars here, they drive on the left, and it was so different from me because I used to drive when I was in Nigeria and I drive like on my right. But yeah, they drive on the left, and which can be very confusing. Like, when I want to enter somebody's car, I'm always going to the left, and the person is like, what are you looking for? Do you want to drive my car? I'm like, oh, sorry, I'll just go to the other side. So yeah, that was very confusing. And also, when you want to cross the road, you have to be very careful, because you want to cross the road and you're not even sure where the car is coming. The car might seem like it's coming here, but it's actually going here. So you have to be very careful. I've gotten to the point where I have to like run back because I've gone to the middle of the road and the car was coming directly to me. I had to run back, so you have to be very careful. Some places they have like signs on the floor, look left or look right, but places that don't have that, you have to be very careful. The next thing is walking. This place will teach you how to walk. If you're the type that if you want to just go to the junction, you carry okada or you carry keke, like here you will walk. Because some of these, like some places, they don't have like a bus that takes you like to some destination and you have to go there by yourself. Like my building, if I want to go to the supermarket, it's not really far, but sometimes it's just stressful, and then you want to take something, you just have to walk it. So yeah, this place has stuff, and it's a good exercise. The next thing is the food. If you're in Nigeria and then you want to get something that will fill you up, like real food, it's very expensive to get that here, because you have to go to the African store, and everything in the African store is so expensive. If you like things like burger, chips, fries, all of that, then that's totally fine. But when you're craving things that you want to eat from, like when you're home, it's very expensive to get. And even when I got here, I tried to look for like an African restaurant that was close to me, and there was no African restaurant close to me. It's far, and then it's also expensive. One more thing that shocked me is how small the flats are. Like, I'm paying so much money in a year to live in a place that looks like a cage because it's so small. I'm currently staying in like the biggest room in my accommodation, but it's still small to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I can't even imagine people that are staying in like single rooms and they won't even be able to even cross or even go to the other side because it's small. So yeah, accommodation, living here is very expensive, and then at the end of the day it's not spacious or anything. And then one other thing I would advise anybody coming here is that make sure you see what you are getting before you pay. If you can stay with someone for the time being before you actually figure out your accommodation, that's totally fine. But that's one major regret I had, that I didn't look at the apartment and then I signed the contract. I signed a contract and now I'm binded by the contract. Just don't look at pictures online. If you can do like a video call with somebody that you know here to help you check the apartment, if you like it, then that's fine. The last thing is the money. When you're coming from Nigeria and you think you have money, and then you get here, you convert it, and it's like and it's nothing. Because things here are so expensive. Like when I check the price of something, and what I do, I just go to my calculator and calculate it, and I'm like, what? Why do you have to pay so much for that? But it's not like that here. Pounds is pounds, you get what I'm saying? And the time I wanted to just do all back with my hair, and I just so I can wear my wig on, I was looking for where to make my hair just all back, like 5 or 8 that in Nigeria I do for like 500 naira. This lady told me 10 pounds, and to her it's not even that much. But when I calculated 10 pounds, I realized I'm paying almost 6,000 naira to do all back, 8 or 5. I was like, I need to go and learn how to braid my hair, because I'm not going to be allowing someone to be taking this much money from me. So we've come to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if I didn't mention some points, let me know in the comment section things that shocked you while you're in the UK, or if you are here, or if you've been here or something. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, you share and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time.